Your Honor, I'm guilty.
Your Honor,
No, you're not guilty. Miss Owens, you've been through this before. You've got a ton of larceny convictions, right? This isn't your first rodeo. And ma'am, you're not required to enter a plea of guilty. But if you think you're going to sit here, I'm talking. It's that simple. And if you cannot lay a factual basis for what you did that makes you guilty of this charge, I will see you on your trial date. Your trial date in the mail. We're all set, ma'am. I'll see you on your jury trial date. Thank you.
Ma'am, please.
You'll get notice in the mail.
This woman completely pushed the judge's patience to its limit after refusing to take responsibility for theft charges in court. At first, she admitted she was guilty, but only moments later, she reversed herself and claimed she wasn't guilty at all. The situation quickly spiraled into chaos. Even her own attorney looked visibly uneasy, as if he couldn't believe what was unfolding. It's hard to understand how anyone could think contradicting themselves in front of a judge would end well. The tension in the courtroom was obvious, and the judge's frustration grew with every passing second. What do you think? Do you feel any sympathy for her, or was this entirely self-inflicted? After watching it unfold, it's difficult to feel sorry. Let's break it down and watch as the judge delivers a firm response in open court. This one gets intense.
So these are the people versus J.C. Owens. Can I get your appearance?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Andrew Mickus on behalf of Ms. Owens, P76268. Ms. Owens would waive any objections to appearing via video today as well, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, did you speak with Mr. Zick this morning?
I did, yes, Your Honor. I think we've reached a mutually agreeable resolution to the matter. Ms. Owens is going to be entering a plea of guilty to one of the matters, and the court will be dismissing, and Mr. Zick will be dismissing the other matter. We didn't get specifics as to case numbers, but they are essentially identical. She would agree to any restitution amount. He did not have a figure before him. I estimate that that figure is going to be zero, because I believe all of the items were recovered in both cases at the time of the arrest. So I do anticipate that. But in the chance that I'm wrong and there is restitution, she is able to pay that today.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Zick, I see you're back on this. Is there a preference for the people on which matter she should plea on?
No
I'm
preference.
just gonna plead. Okay. All right. So ma'am, back on, how do you plead to the charge of larceny?
Guilty.
Were you in the city of Taylor on January 31st of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you were in the city, did you go to Walmart?
I did, Your Honor.
And when you were at Walmart, ma'am, did you take some merchandise that wasn't yours?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I think she's stalling just because there was an attempt to do so, but because she didn't leave with the items. I did discuss with her the legal nuances between those, and that there really isn't one. So, JC, do you understand the question? She's asking if you attempted to take any items for sale.
Attempted, yeah.
All right. Where was she stopped? Parking lot, or as she was exiting the building?
Before exiting the building.
Or as you walking out of the building, Miss Owens?
I was going towards the door.
I think she had just left the self-checkout area and was heading towards the door when store security stopped her and initiated. And
were there items that you didn't pay for when you went through self-checkout?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that. Honestly, Your Honor, I left the cart. I walked away from it. I don't know how to. And then the other one was,
hang on, Jesse.
Wait, so Miss Owens, did you put property in your cart or in a bag that you didn't intend on paying for?
I mean, no, but...
You can clearly see her attorney doing everything possible to defend her, but she's giving him nothing to work with. He tries to build some form of defense, and she undercuts it at every opportunity. Look, I understand that times are hard. The economy isn't exactly booming, and many people are feeling financial pressure. Even basic necessities like groceries have become more expensive. But financial stress does not justify theft. That's not how accountability works. What truly stands out here is her refusal to take responsibility. Instead of acknowledging her actions, she behaves as though she's the victim, when she's the one accused of taking something that wasn't hers. That mindset is what makes this case so frustrating to watch. If I were in the judge's position, I wouldn't hesitate to impose a strict sentence. You can't break the law and then claim confusion once you're caught. What's especially unbelievable is how she shifts from admitting guilt to acting unaware. It gives the impression that she doesn't fully grasp the seriousness of her actions. Sometimes the smartest move is simple. Accept responsibility and move forward. But maybe I'm being too firm. What's your perspective?
All right,
Yes,
I can't accept the plea, then we'll get a jury trial date.
Your Honor, I'm guilty.
Your Honor,
No, you're not guilty. Miss Owens, you've been through this before. You've got a ton of larceny convictions, right? This isn't your first rodeo. And ma'am, you're not required to enter a plea of guilty. But if you think you're going to sit here, I'm talking. If you think you're going to sit here and tell me that you didn't do anything wrong and think I'm going to accept your plea, you're sadly mistaken. I'm happy to have a jury trial. I like nothing more than a jury trial. You either want to accept a plea or you don't, and you're either going to be honest to this court and accept responsibility or you're not. It's that simple. And if you cannot lay a factual basis for what you did that makes you guilty of this charge, I will see you on your trial date. Are we clear, Miss Owens?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what do you think you did, Miss Owens, that makes you guilty of larceny?
Your Honor, the first offense, I didn't scan an item. And honestly, it wasn't to steal the item. I tried to pay for the item.
All right, so that's a not guilty plea. So, okay, we're going to just go ahead and set these both for jury trial.
But the second one, I did intend to. So, I mean, yes, I'm guilty on the second. Yes.
You accidentally didn't scan $250 worth of items?
No, I didn't say accidentally. There was a computer or something wrong with
on the first case, the allegation is that you stole 8 items worth $250. And you're telling me that was an accident?
Your Honor, I'm guilty.
We're going to jury trial. I'll set a jury trial date, and we'll see you on that date.
Your Honor, if I may have an opportunity briefly in a breakout room with my client.
I've had enough of your client, quite frankly, and the game she likes to play. She's lucky I didn't revoke her bond the first time, and now she wants to play with whether or not she's responsible of this or not. And no, I'm not comfortable taking a plea. She's made it clear she didn't do anything. We're all set. You'll get your jury trial date in the mail. We're all set, ma'am. I'll see you on your jury trial date. Thank you.
Ma'am, please.
You'll get notice in the mail.
I didn't.
Mr. Mikos, I'm sorry. I'm not tolerating your client and her nonsense. We'll set it for jury trial. If you talk her into taking a plea that she can reasonably put on the record without being full of nonsense, I'll consider it. But for now, we're going to trial. All right, we're back on the record. This is the People versus J.C. Owens.
Yes, thank you again, Judge Andrew Mikos, P76268 on behalf of Miss Owens.
Miss Owens, tell me your name.
J.C. Owens.
Miss Owens, did we go over your constitutional rights a minute ago? Do you remember those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing all of that, how do you plead to larceny?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Back on January 31st of 2023, Miss Owens, were you in the city of Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go to Walmart?
Yes, Your Honor.
I want you to tell me what you did that makes you guilty of larceny.
I intended to steal items, Your Honor, without paying for them.
Was it really that hard to just be honest? It almost feels like pride or embarrassment got in the way. Maybe she didn't want to admit guilt over something involving only $250. And that's what makes this even more surprising. This wasn't some headline-grabbing crime. It was $250. Yet she turned the hearing into a spectacle. Instead of resolving the matter quickly and moving on, she created unnecessary drama. Now, the focus isn't just on the charge. It's on the chaos she caused by refusing to handle it maturely. The way she reacted, you'd think millions were at stake, not a relatively small amount that could have been addressed with honesty and accountability. At this point, the courtroom tension has overshadowed the original issue entirely. It's a self-created mess, and all anyone can do is watch it unfold. Situations like this stick in people's memories, not because of the money involved, but because of how unnecessarily complicated someone made it.
What items?
I think, I honestly, I don't remember what items exactly, Your Honor. I think they were just normal, like condoms and stuff. Toiletries, yeah.
Did you take them with the intent to deprive that Walmart of their property?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you take those items and put them in a bag without scanning them at self-checkout?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied, counsel?
I am satisfied, yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to accept the plea as knowing and voluntarily given. The case ending in 230962. That case will be dismissed per the plea. Meet with the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. You're going to get notice of that in the mail.
Okay.
And you're going to meet with them. And I'm sorry, Mr. Mikos?
No, go ahead, Judge. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we need an evaluation. So you're going to meet with the probation department, Ms. Owens, and they're going to contact you for a pre-sentence interview. After that interview, we'll meet again for sentencing. Are you still on felony probation?
JC, are you still on probation with Judge Matthews? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm assuming a lot of things will likely run concurrent, but I want my probation department to at least look at it. And Mr. Mikos, I can't give you a sentencing date because I don't know how backed up they are on their PSIs.
I understand.
So it'll be a Wednesday, and we'll get it out to you in the mail as soon as they meet with her.
Okay. We're probably talking a few weeks out.
At least. I think generally 3 to 4.
Okay.
And bond conditions will just continue until that time.
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge, and thank you for your patience today.
All right. I'll see everyone at sentencing.
I'm still trying to understand why it took so long for her to admit what seemed obvious from the beginning. The hesitation, the deflection, the slow release of the truth, it all made the situation worse than it ever needed to be. At some point, denial stops looking like a defense and starts looking like a pattern. And that pattern is what stands out most. What makes this even more concerning is the fact that she's already on probation for a felony. That alone should have been a wake-up call. Probation isn't casual. It's a second chance with strict conditions attached. Yet here, she is risking that second chance over $250. This isn't about the amount of money. It's about judgment, priorities, and recognizing what's at stake. There's a clear sense of self-sabotage here. It feels like she's walking straight back toward consequences she was fortunate enough to avoid before. When someone is given the opportunity to rebuild, growth is expected, not another entry on the court docket. During the hearing, she had a real chance to take ownership and reset the narrative. Instead, she resisted. And that's what leaves people shaking their heads. This case isn't just about theft, it's about accountability. It's about whether someone is willing to reflect and change course when given the opportunity. When individuals refuse to take responsibility, the system carries the burden. While it's easy to respond with anger, what I mostly feel is disappointment. At a certain point in life, personal responsibility isn't optional, it's expected. So I'm curious what you think. Am I being too critical, or does this reflect a deeper pattern of poor decisions? Do situations like this make you wonder whether some people truly learn from second chances? Share your thoughts below. I genuinely appreciate hearing different perspectives. And as always, thank you for watching and being part of the discussion.